do 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 do. Do 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 do. What is up, Ann Smith in the house?
Ann was first tonight.
The Wooster, yeah. Here come the Wooster.
Hi, Bristol.
Bristol's here.
Hi,
Nancy. I keep seeing this Nancy lady. Is she on a lot or how does that work? Ice Tick, Castaway, Ashley R, Stephanie, Juanita, Sydney Forrester's here, Kai Baker. Okay, I'm just going to ramble through the list. Jessica Lopez, Jennifer Green, Kathy is here. What is up, Kathy? Wallace Travel. Hello, Wallace Travel. Whenever I say Wallace Travel, I think of one of the great characters, William Wallace. William Wallace. What movie is William Wallace from? If anyone can tell me, I appreciate it.
Hi, Janet.
Janet Moyer, Carolyn Henderson. What's going on, Carolyn?
Hi, Cam.
Jeff Taylor. What is up, Jeff? Great to see you here. Thank you so much for being here. Cruise Reasons. Patty McFall Monk. Floody's World. What's up, Floody's World?
Hi, Melinda.
Leanne Francescone is here. Rhonda, can I say that one more time? Leanne Francescone. Rhonda Rice.
Saying your last name.
Daniel. Yeah, sometimes I'm just walking around the house and I just go, Sharon, Francescone. And she's like, what are you talking about? I go, Francescone. It's crazy. Tara's here. What's up? Mark Robertson, War Eagle is in the house. Back for more fun. Thank you, Mark, for joining us. We appreciate that.
Hi, Amanda. You made it.
Amanda's in the house. We are doing great. Well, Amanda, I will tell you honestly, we are not doing great. I am doing great. But Sharon, she's a little under the weather. So if you notice me, talking a little more than usual, not that I ever shut up anyway. Is that right, honey? She's a little under the weather. She's a trooper. I told her I would handle the show all on my own if I had to. That's the kind of dedicated husband that I am. And she said she was concerned about the amount of subscribers we would lose in one evening if I did that. And so here we are together.
Oh my goodness.
As usual. As usual. Let's see. Who else is here? No, I just had to go back a little bit. Eric's in the house. Christina C. What is up? Kelly is here. Kelly Aslin. Hey, I like that, Kelly. Kelly, is that a new name? I don't recall ever saying that. Been here. Are you sure? I would remember Aslin.
Because
it reminds me of
the 2020 group cruise.
2020, Kelly? Outstanding. Let's see. Yep, there it is. Braveheart. Daniel Donnelly got it first. Thank you, Daniel. Deborah. Multi-Deadeye is here. What's going on, buddy? Kai just got back from a cruise yesterday. Kai, where were you? Give us a refresher.
How was it?
Jeff Taylor, thank you very much. They did look fantastic coming back on the road last night. I am sporting. Well, I'm wearing a sweatshirt because it's a bit chilly here in Arizona. The temperatures dipped into the 50s.
I was going to say 60s.
No. Well, it was in the 60s this afternoon. It has plummeted to the 50s. So in Arizona, we are freezing cold. We bust out our sweatshirts.
Well, it actually it's nice all day. And then when the sun starts to go down, it takes a big dive. I mean, it got cold. I actually had on short sleeves earlier. I got really cold and I had to go put my little thermal shirt on.
Yeah. So we're rocking sweatshirts and thermals tonight, guys. And underneath, you can't see us, but below here, we're both wearing feet pajamas. Just saying. You can't see it. You're just going to have to trust us on that one.
Just wear my pajamas. But,
you should. Nobody cares here, right? We don't have to get dressed up. Yeah. I mean, look at me. I never get dressed up.
I got my comfy legging pants on.
Yes, you do. Cookies in the mail tomorrow. Completed them before work from Kim Huebner. Thank you so much, Kim. You know what we're going to do?
Some room for those cookies.
Kim, we're going to eat a few, and then the rest of them, we're going to just seal them up and saran wrap them and bring them on the 2020 group cruise to share with everybody. I don't know what the shelf life is on those, but hopefully you got a lot of preservatives in there, and those things will last for a while.
Those things will be gone in a matter of, I was going to say days. That's probably hours.
They will. I hope you sent me the calorie-free cookies. I mean, I'm trying to bring sexy back. I'm still working on it. Eric is here. Let's see. Melinda said, "Get feeling better." There's a lot of congratulations to my Chargers. I I verbally promote that I'm a Charger fan, and you guys can tell when someone's a fan of a team that traditionally doesn't do well, you know they're a real fan. Otherwise, they wouldn't voice it. You know, I'm no bandwagon fan. Trust me on that. And I realize that sometimes I run the risk of alienating a lot of people, but I don't know. The Chargers are not the kind of team that people just hate. You know, like if I said I was a Patriot fan or a Giants fan or something,
either love you or hate you.
Then there can be a lot of love, hate. But I think the Chargers are kind of, people are indifferent to them. They're non-threatening, kind of like me, and so people don't really care. They just don't pay attention to it.
Well, so yeah, normally they aren't threatening because they haven't done well in a few years.
Excuse me?
I know. Hey, I'm still a fan. I'm being honest.
We obviously have to have a conversation after this little
being honest
get together deal.
I love the Chargers, though.
You do love the Chargers. Can you name their quarterback? Just a test. Prove to everybody that you know what's up. Throw it out there. I hope you can answer right. All right, why don't you tell everybody? Are you guys
Rivers? Now don't ask me, you know,
tremendous. And the name of the second string running back who broke out yesterday?
Don't ask me.
All right, anyway. Let's see. Melinda's pointing out that Kai means lovable in Swahili, if I'm saying that right. That's very interesting. I didn't know that. I don't even know if Kai knew that. Kai, if you did, let me know.
We have a couple, we have a Kai in our family, actually. My great nephew is named Kai.
How do you like that? Interesting. We're digging deep tonight on Sharonatsea. Lex Lang is in the house. Lex said, my cousin and friend Evan told me to join. Nice to meet you. Hello, Lex. It's great to have you here. I know your uncle Luther. Lex Luthor? Superman humor? Anybody? Bueller? No, Lex, it's good to have you here. Appreciate it. Mel Stowe's here. Cindy Huber's in the house.
Cindy.
Amanda says it's cold here when I'm in Santa Monica Canyon. Brr.
Yeah, it's probably getting chilly there.
And, you know, we sound like idiots because then, we have friends. Speaking of friends in Alaska, speaking of cold weather, we sure hope that everybody in Alaska is doing well after the earthquake the other day. Yeah. We know that Annie comes in here a lot. Annie, Alaska, comes and sees us. And I know there might be a few other folks. So we just want to wish everybody well who is dealing with all that chaos out there and hope that things are getting back to normal for you guys. So just want to throw that out there. Leanne said, hit the thumbs up, everyone. That'd be great. If we could get the thumbs up to get to the same amount as the amount of people here. Like right now, there's 58 people and there's 10 thumbs up. If we can go 58 out of 58, kind of like Phillip Rivers when he's passing, then that'd be tremendous. So we appreciate it. Let's see. What do we got? David Green sitting in the main dining room. It's elegant night. Are you out of your mind, dude? David Green right now is in the main dining room.
I was thinking about that. Is it this week or next week? Yeah. You're on a Royal ship, right? Royal?
He must have some good internet going on if that is the case, David.
Royal, I will say Royal, I have heard, has the best internet.
Really? David, do me a favor. Take a picture, take a selfie, post it onto the Cruise Crew, Sharonatsea Cruise Crew page, so that we can all see what you are maybe enjoying for dinner while you're sitting there watching us. That would be amazing. Thank you so much. Let's see. The Klakowski says, stand up or it's not tie. No, I'm just kidding. I think he means stand up or it's not true, or it's a lie, something like that. Lex said, my name is Lex, and I'm a youth philanthropist in Toronto. I fundraise for my local children's hospital, Sick Kids Foundation. Up to date since 2014, we've raised over $17,000. That is outstanding, Lex. Thank you for sharing that, and that's good news. Thanks very much.
That's great.
Let's see. That's what the Klakowski said, stand up or it's not true. All right. Actually, I'm not wearing any pants under here, so that's why I can't stand up.
Yeah, Jamie has shorts on.
Let's see. There's a school event Friday. You can donate. Oh, well, Lex. Okay. Lex is throwing out there for donations. Okay. We'll leave it up there for now for you, Lex. We trust that you're just a really good person looking for cruising information and sharing a good personal story. So there you have it. If left out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, St. Martin, Puerto Rico, and Haiti, and back to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That is for Kai. That sounds like a great time, Kai. Yeah. Very nice. Let us see. Yep. I jumped up a little bit. That's okay. I'm coming around. Hey, I don't know if you guys noticed, but there is someone on the chat that's highlighted in blue. And there's a wrench right next to their name. That's right. I'd like to take a moment to announce some very big news here in the world of Sharonatsea. After some heavy recruitment and some major negotiation on both parties' sides. Can I announce this? Is it okay, Nancy, if I announce this? We have we have
announced it anyway, so they're so there.
We have a signed contract from Nurse Nancy. She has accepted a position with Sharon as the YouTube Live and other areas hammer, the moderator, the hammer. I'd like to introduce to you our newest member of the Sharon at Sea live crew, Nurse Nancy. Can we get a round of applause for Nancy? Thank you very much.
She is going to help us keep things nice here and keep some of the riff draft out of here.
You say riff raft? There's no T in there. Riff raft. No riff raft. You said rift raft.
Well, you know what I
mean. Anyway, so
she's going to help us kind of moderate the chat here and keep some of the comments that people like to make.
That is right. That is right. And I would also like to thank someone else, especially and personally here tonight. You might say you know how like if you have a Miss Universe or something, if Miss Universe cannot fulfill what? If Miss Universe cannot fulfill the duties and the role of the position of Miss Universe, they have what's called an alternate, right? Yeah. All right. So I mean, we just we just want to say that we do have an alternate, and that is our friend Leanne Francescone. If at any time Nancy is ill, can't do it, anything going on like that, she has said that we can call on her to jump in and help out. And who else would be better to drop a hammer than someone with the last name of Francescone? She's the kind of person she'll drop a hammer, and then you may end up somewhere in Jersey and never to be seen again. That's what I think when I say Francescone. So so we want to thank you as well, Leanne, for that. And we are on a roll tonight. Did you hear about June cruise, Greenland and Iceland?
Yes.
Oh, are you talking about is that the Europe stuff?
Yes, I'll talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I did hear that today. And when I saw that, I thought that is my ultimate dream cruise almost. And I was ready to book it today. Then I looked at it and it's a 16-day cruise. And I was devastated because although I could take a 16-day cruise, Jamie can't. Well,
I don't think I can get the 19 days off of work to do a 16-day cruise.
2 years away, but even thinking ahead, I don't think he can take that much time off work. And I know he wouldn't want me to cruise that long without him. And I wouldn't want to go that far without him either. If it was just a quick cruise, I might be able to.
I'm sorry, did you just say you would go on the cruise without me?
A little, not that one.
You crazy girl. She's talking crazy now.
Anyways, so
she won't even go to McDonald's without me.
I am dying to go on that cruise, but
yes,
unfortunately, I'm not going to make it. But speaking of the new cruises coming out on the Legend, our plans are to go on May 21st on the Radiance right now.
May 21st of what?
Of 2020 to Europe. After seeing these itineraries, I am considering making a change. I'm going to do some more research this week and make a final decision if I want to change our Radiance cruise to one of the Legend itineraries. And I'll let you know next Monday what we decide. But I am considering changing it to either the Legend. I found Legend is also making some stops on a cruise in Portugal. I really want to go to Portugal. That's another place on my bucket list. So either the itinerary in June that goes to Portugal or the other itinerary in June that goes to Norway. So I'm very heavily considering changing to one of those.
I feel like I'm hearing all this for the first time, but you get it, I get it, and we all get it at the same time. Well, you mentioned it to me.
You don't care where you go if you're going to Europe. You just like.
Not really. So, I don't care. As long as they have beer, I'm good to go.
So, anyways,
I'm easy
so
going.
we will either be on one of those two, or we'll stick with our Radiance cruise. I really want to go on the Radiance, and I like that itinerary as well. But I feel like that has a more common itinerary going to Italy, Spain, and I think it makes a stop in France.
And what, you're too good for the commoners?
No, but that's an itinerary you can take pretty much any time on any cruise line. So the others are a little more few and far between, and the price on the Carnival one is so much less than if you went to Norway.
Super cheap.
Like Norwegian had a Norway itinerary, but it was literally, I think, almost twice as much. It was a lot. So
Norwegian should take you there for free. Norway, Norwegian. Don't those two things go together?
Anyways, I have a feeling we could possibly be making a change.
All right. That being said, I can't go. So to Europe for 16 days. That is a fact. So everything else is up in the air.
So we'll switch it to the 9-day.
Evan Pedvis said, "Who was your favorite Carnival cruise director?" You know what? These guys are Cindy, Evan. They're just setting up softballs.
I know, really.
And we're hitting it out of the park.
There's something else we were
So our favorite cruise director is Mike Pack, but we just found out today
that Alex, the cruise director, is leaving Carnival Cruise Line.
Yes.
He is going to be taking a job, get this, off the cruise ships, totally,
yes,
on land in Las Vegas.
He's going to be experience director at Caesars in Las Vegas. So if anyone says that working on a Carnival ship cannot parlay into a great gig, you are wrong, because that sounds like an outstanding gig. Alex was our cruise director on yes, he was on the
Splendor.
He was just on the Splendor just recently. I'm sorry, he was on the Splendor our last cruise, and then he just happened to move to the Dream for this cruise, and the guy was outstanding. I mean, he was great and totally entertaining, tons of fun, and we had a blast with him. And now all of a sudden we found out he gone, hashtag he gone, and he's leaving Carnival as well. So hey, opportunities come up for people, and that is fantastic for him. So there's some hot news. You may or may not know that.
Missed at Carnival, he was,
but that's the kind of news you're only going to get right here at Sharon at Sea.
So
let's see. There you go, Evan.
Although Mike Pack is our favorite cruise director.
Yes, and we look forward to seeing him in a couple of weeks, kind of.
Next month.
Next month in January, we're going on the horizon.
Oh my God, we can actually say next month now. It's December.
We can say next month.
Yeah.
Yay, and then we will also see him in October on our group cruise, not the combo, not the big one, not the monster that was announced last week, but the Sharon at Sea 2019 October group cruise, which, by the way, tickets still available. If you want to get on that, contact Sharon. We'll talk about that later. But anyway, Sharon, when will I be able to purchase Faster to the Fun for my cruise next December and for the 2020 group cruise from Amanda Graves? Talk about it.
The 2020 group cruise, I'd have to look to see that they should come out and be available once the itineraries were out. Like I said, I'll have to go in somehow and look. That part doesn't come up on my personal bookings because we don't.
Because we don't do Faster to the Fun.
Well, actually, it will come up. It will come up. I take that back. It'll come up, but I just never pay attention to it because we don't get it. But
all right, so you'll look at that and you'll get back to Amanda and you'll post it on the cruise group.
Your one next December, you should be.
You should be able to now, unless it's sold out.
Now, unless it's sold out. Yeah.
There you go.
So if it's not showing, then just keep checking because it will hopefully come around and there'll be some more available at some point.
Whoa, my God. Bristol Wood said it's a cold 22 degrees here in Kansas. I got my fleece PJs on. Holy mackerel. Kansas. That comment there could almost parlay us into another conversation we want to have. But our main topic tonight, we're going to be talking about here in shortly when we catch up on the chat, is making friends on a cruise ship.
Yes. And what brought this what made us think to talk about this was there was a comment made. I don't remember by who, and I don't even remember if that was on exactly what forum, but it was someone that made it in reference to the 2020 group cruise. Oh, hi, Marty.
Marty, speaking of
2020 group cruise with Lolita Loca. Someone said if the cruise, because Jenny and I both been getting tons of bookings for this, and
it's going to be insane.
Someone said, well, if it gets too big, will that take away from, I guess, the personalization, so to speak, or
I don't know, the fun? Will it just be too big and too crowded and not able to really have fun because there's too much stuff going on?
So that's kind of brought this subject up to us, and that's why we're going to talk about this tonight, because our answer to that is no, and we'll tell you why. So we're going to tell you some of our experiences and why we don't think that's the case in a minute.
That is true. Yeah, so a couple comments here. Anne talks about that she was on the Liberty of the Seas twice and commented that David Green must be a super fan, which he is. Thank you, David, for watching from the main dining room.
A lot lately.
Daniel Donnelly, as a Buccaneers fan, I feel where you're coming from. Jamie, I hear you on that. Hey to all. Blaine 2007, giving some Charger love. I appreciate it. Jeff Taylor commented Eckler did not do a great job though, did he? Captain's Table main dining room, gotta be a Fighting Irish fan. Let's see. Kai didn't know about the name. Oh, we are way behind. Ashley K is here. Bernadine is here. All right, I'm gonna blow through. Good to be an Alabama Crimson Tide fan as well. Let's see the Klaykowskis. Oh my God, you were corny, Jamie. Let's see. We have, oh, look at that. Nurse Nancy. She's already on it. She's making things happen and she is deleting comments. That is fantastic. Right. Way to go.
Good job. Nancy.
What do you think I was going to say something?
No.
Every once in a while when Sharon thinks I'm about to go off track, she gives me a little tap under the table. You guys can't see that, but I'm not kidding. She does it. And I'm like, what? She thought just now I was going to start reading comments or something like that, but they're gone because Nancy is all over it. So thank you.
Leanne says Royal has a, yeah, I've heard that. We haven't been on Royal yet, but we will be soon.
Yes, I hope so. And Nancy said, Jamie, are you wearing sweatshirts to hide how buff you are getting? Yes, that's exactly. Sharon said, please tone it down a little. Because she says she doesn't want people start sending me pen pal letters and such. So Juxtaposition 44, hello from Limerick, Ireland. What is up? Juxtaposition
from Ireland.
Great to have you here. Have a little Jameson for us, will you? Horizon has awesome internet a few weeks ago when we were there. That's what Blaine said. Yes, we heard that and we are excited to have that. Catherine Perez is here. Hello, Catherine. How are you today? Let's see. Thanks, 4 days. Oh my God, I jumped ahead a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, I know. Those kind of things happen. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Hey, Tony. I saw that as Jamie's.
Hashtag she gone. She's delirious, Jamie. She wouldn't cruise without you. Thank you very much, Nancy. I appreciate that. We can go.
When I saw that, I was a little delirious. I was so excited.
And Cindy Huber saying that you guys can go, you and her and Nurse Nancy. She said, bye, Charger fan. Oh, those fighting words. Marky Mark is in the house. What is up? Carla Miller, 11 days till Symphony of the Seas. Let's see. Amanda does comment about Alaska as well. Yes, Leanne did say she is the backup hammer for sure. Let's see. What else? Let me just bounce through a couple of things. It's good. Here, just talk for a moment. Take the stage. Take the stage.
I can't even.
You just talk to them, and I'm going to look right here and get back on track. Melvina Williams. Hello, everybody. Sharon, I'm so sorry I didn't have time to call you today. I know how busy you are. Melvina Williams is going to be contacting you. That's for sure.
Oh, okay. Yeah, things have calmed down a little bit from last week.
Yes. So. Let's see. Lolita Loca is in the house. If we haven't mentioned that before, they are here. They're getting ready to cruise. I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure. The other day, Tony was getting ahead of the game. He already had a hat. I'm pretty sure it was a pair of underpants and some socks in his carry-on. So good job, buddy. I've mentioned to you online. Don't forget the Speedo. Okay, do not forget the Speedo, and make sure you bring some of that number 5 copper tone oil just to really slick it up and make it look bronze. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, it's Amy Rogers, the one that does the Speedo joke. She's not here tonight. She is on a cruise right now in France.
Oh my gosh. Let's see what else we have going here. Europe on the Legend sound amazing. I'm just so happy about Nancy right now because I have no idea what that person commented. You guys probably know, but I'm so proud of her. There are not many cruises that include Rome, Naples, and Venice. That's what I like about it. That sounds like a great time. Yeah. May 21st, that's my birthday. That's what Amanda said. So you guys are planning to get her something for her birthday. We're planning the June 19th, 2020. One of our group is already booked. Very nice for Jeff.
Oh, okay.
4 days left for La Little Loca. And he says, nice to see you on the hammer, Nancy. So way to go. You're already getting a great reputation. Let's see. Ann Smith liked Marcus from the Freedom. Angela Nemechek, you're late, but better late than never. Same with Wendy Belcher. Glad to have you guys here. Thank you so much. Let's see. I don't know what they said, but I'm sure those comments were awesome. Somebody can fill me in later. Emma Nixon is our favorite. That's what Dave and Brandy said. I have my pack in 26 days, but I had Matt Mitchum last May cruise, and he was really good. That's good to hear.
A lot of people
yes,
like that.
He's got a tremendous reputation.
He does.
Leanne watched some of Lalito Loca's videos today. Said great job. Nurse Nancy said taking it. Oh yeah, Nancy, just out of here. He gone. Let's see. Yay, Nurse Nancy dropping the hammer. I got a feeling that the Nurse Nancy nickname might go away pretty soon, and people are just going to refer to her as the Hammer on other sites. Let's see. MG Toe said, Sharon, go with the girls on a cruise. Forget your husband. Give him some peace and quiet. Hold on. Give him some peace and quiet. That was like a backhanded insult.
Give him. How about me?
Yeah. No, hold on. Let me get. All right. MG Toe, she says, Sharon, go with the girls on a cruise.
Yeah. Forget
your husband. But then she says, give him some peace and quiet. So I'm telling you, backhand comment or whatever. I loved it. Well, Sharon's just afraid I'll go fishing for 5 days and never come back.
You know what? If I'm if I'm in Iceland, you can fish as much as you want.
You know what? I thought you were not feeling well. For someone who's not feeling well, you're sure a bit bubbly tonight.
I know.
You're a little bit. How does my friend Marty say?
If I'm in Iceland, maybe you can even buy a new boat.
If I can quote my dear friend Marty Saunders, I'd like to tell you you're being a little bit sassy.
Maybe Marty wants to go to Iceland with me too.
Please, if she goes to Iceland, then EJ and I are going to be getting together. I'm going to hop on the back of his motorcycle and hold on for dear life. Let's see. Mark said Tony enjoyed the latest Cruise Geeks podcast. Let's give some love to our great friends. Some of our newest friends and great friends over at Lalito Loca, Tony and Jenny. Tony's part of the Cruise Geeks podcast. Those guys are a lot of fun. He and a super cool guy, Matt Allen, run the show over there, and they are a lot of fun to listen to those guys. If you're going to the gym, if you're somewhere where you just, you can listen to a little music while you're doing something with your headphones or whatever, just crank it up on the stereo. But check out the Cruise Geeks podcast. And I think Matt's also got a Cruise Geeks YouTube page up and running or something to that effect. So check that out as well. Sam Klein said, I'm looking good. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate that. Let's see. John Wooster said, we're all family at this point, right? Let's see. I think we can. Oh, sorry. I did that again, didn't you? Oof. There's some crazy activity going on tonight.
Wow.
Nancy, you're keeping busy. You are earning every bit of that $0 paycheck that we're giving you. Lisa said, Sharon, I wouldn't want to cruise without my hubby either. Thank you.
Yeah, if I'm going to be going to to another country and things like that, I'd feel safer if Jamie was along, I think.
Yes. Tony says he gets the under the table tap as well. Yes, that is for sure. I'm sure there'll be plenty of that in October 2020 as we start to get a little bit sassy. Let's see. I'm trying to catch up on the comments. I got so far ahead of myself. I'm sorry. I apologize. Raphael is here. What's up, Raphael? Good to have you. Let me just scroll through real quick. I just want to see. I don't want to miss anything tremendous.
Did you see her already?
Yes. Lisa. Yes, Lisa is there. She said she wouldn't want to cruise without her husband either. Yeah. Bristol said, "Where'd your Christmas tree go? It was there last night." That's a prop. That was just a prop tree. We bring it in for the Vlog-A-Days, and then we put it back.
I wanted to have our Christmas tree up, but we didn't get it up this weekend. So
yes, we'll have it for next time you see the Vlog-A-Days.
That in the other room. That's the tree that's normally in the other room that I kind of decorate up a little.
How are we going to? How are we going to go live from the other room? You need to think about that.
What's that computer?
Well, I know that much.
Well, let's take it in there.
Captain's Table main dining room. That was me that brought it up. My concern was the group is so large it would limit our time with the initial people we want to see or hang out, looking for meaningful interaction.
Okay, well, let's talk about that now then.
Is there a right number? What do you mean, like a number of people? I'm thinking.
No, I don't think so. Not a right or a wrong. the picture, I don't know if you guys saw the picture we posted at the beginning of this. Was it on the at the pre-chat? It was a picture of our Alaska cruise when we were what?
Liz laughing at Tony. Go ahead. You're good. You're good.
Where we cruised with our friends the Saunders, which are on here tonight. We also cruised with our daughter, her husband, and several members of his family and some friends of our daughters. And there was a large group of us as well. And we took some of the tables down in that main dining room area. So it was also the John Heald, one of his blogger cruises. So it just filled up down there with people. So our intent, one thing is when we go on the 2020 group cruise to try to reserve that huge area in the main area down there. You know, of course, you're going to not be able to sit with everyone. You know, any group cruise, you're not going to be able to sit with everyone because a table only holds so many people. But you have options. You can move around from table to table each night as long as we have those tables. That's an option if you want to do that. Might confuse the waiters a little bit, but, you know, it's an option. It's allowed.
It is allowed. Yeah. You can shuffle around a little bit.
And
I don't know. They may or may not
interact with different people each night. That's one option. Another option is just, you know, you're going to meet other people. I mean, you're going on the group cruise for, you know, because our group cruise and Tony and Jenny's together, but you're going to also meet so many other people on that cruise and probably become great friends with other people besides us throughout the whole cruise process.
Totally.
And that doesn't matter whether there's 5 other people on the group cruise or, you know, 100 or more. You know,
yes,
you're going to find other people that you click with and make, you know, lots of lifetime friends, hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
So
well said. Well said. Outstanding job, Sharon.
I don't really think, you know, and I think like we'll have time for everyone. You know, we'll be mingling with everyone out there. We're not going to just, you know, mingle with certain people, but, you know, we'll be there for everyone. But like I said, everyone won't be wanting to mingle with us the whole time either, because they will also find other people that they're having a great time mingling with. Yeah. So, you know, it's just going to be one big happy time, fun time.
Happy time, fun time.
Fun time.
Can we put that on the t-shirt? Happy time, fun time. Group cruise.
So those are my thoughts on it. What are your thoughts, Jamie? I know you have some thoughts as well.
Well, I hope everyone just leaves me alone. I have some plans. I just want to go through with those and be left alone all the time.
Oh my gosh.
So that's all I have to say. Shar's World said, "Hi Sharon, I'm going on a cruise in May. I'm excited. I'm cruising my husband and a group of people for my birthday. Congratulations, Shar's World. That sounds fun. Thanks for the Cruise Geeks love. Almost 1,000 on YouTube subs. Great channel if anyone's need more stuff to watch. Reggie and her man give me some love, saying I look like I'm losing some more pounds. Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate that. I am most proud because the last week and a half, I haven't really gone to the gym much because it's been the holidays and I've been very busy and there's so much going on with us and stuff. And I haven't gained anything. So I'm just trying to take it slow and easy. Like a good Whitesnake song, if anybody can relate to that. And if you can, give me a thumbs up so we can get to 75 thumbs up right now, please. Cruise Reason says, tap or slap? I think that was like a double entendre right there, if I'm not mistaken. I know we're all adults here. Thank you very much. Dina cruising through life. Dina says she will cruise without her hubby anytime. Not a problem. Not even worried about it. Reggie's just popping in to say hi and bye. Busy weekend. Wipe me out. Have fun. Reggie, great to have you. I'm sure you're probably already shut us down, but if you watch the replay, you'll see us saying hi to you. Very nice. Very nice. Let's not get slap happy at Cruise Reasons. Nancy keeping it tight. EJ said, you on the back of my Harley. Booyah. Good times. That would be good time. I will hold on for dear life. Or just because I like wrapping my arms around you. One or the other. Let's see. Jason from Charlotte, North Carolina, trying to get my partner to go on a group cruise in October. Finally made a live show. What is up, Skyhawk? 1987 Turbo. Wow. With 1987 Turbo, are you referring to the great Judas Priest song? Turbo, the album, I believe, Turbo, from 1987. Anyway, let's see. I'm sorry, I know I go off on tangents like that. Nancy Donna says hi, and she's feeling better. She appreciates you asking about her, from Stephen Hayes. Very nice. How many have you booked so far for the 2020 group cruise? That's what Cruise Reasons want to ask.
Well,
I would say just give like a rough number. Just give like, you know, not the full amount, or just throw a number out there. Just a rough number.
Well, I don't. I mean, I don't know, because I don't know how many are booked through Ginny, but I only know what I have.
I bet you between the two, between the whole group, I'm gonna say there's probably about 50, at least.
No, there's more than 50.
At least 50 cabins.
60
at least 50
70.
Cabins have been booked.
Probably 70.
At least 50 is what I'm gonna say. Tony, if you're out there and you want to chime in on that, feel free to comment on that.
Yeah, I think we're getting close to probably 70 cabins.
Let's see. Oh, Skyhawk says he thinks a group cruise is we have to do everything with the group, and this would be my first cruise. Yeah, Skyhawk, no, by no means. Listen, you could go on the group cruise and not even say hi to any of us, and at the end, you could just post online and be like, yeah, it was a great group cruise. And, you know, there are no prerequisites as far as what you have to do.
Yeah.
We'd love for you to show up and high five at some point, but anything else you do is call your own shot. You can watch from afar. You can dive right into the deep end of the pool, or anything in between. And that's
I mean, you can interact as little or as much as you want to.
Yes.
We'll have lots of fun things going on, but
there you go.
can choose to do whatever you want.
Captain's Table Main Dining Room said, good answer. Thanks, Sharon.
Thanks.
That is good. I appreciate that from Captain's Table Main Dining Room. Very nice.
Well, let's use Marty. We're going to use you as an example here.
Oh yes, but first, EJ did point out, don't forget cigars under the stars.
Oh.
That is something that we might try to work out for a group cruise. We'll see how that pans out. If there's interest in that, you can let us know. But that was something we did.
But
yeah, I know. Girls might go, but it could be a guy's thing. But we did that with John Heald on the Alaska cruise. He had something called Cigars Under the Stars. And I mean, it was a money-making thing for Carnival, but you know, having a little stogie with the night air on you, maybe sipping on a nice scotch on the rocks or something, it's special. I'm not gonna lie to you, it's not the worst thing in the world.
I'm more into champagne under the stars.
Yeah, you can go in the front of the ship. We'll go in the back of the ship. We'll work something out. Tony said, is this love that I'm feeling? Yes! He's all over my white snake comment. Way to go, Woody the Wabbit. Way to go, buddy. This would be my first group cruise. Do you have any suggestions on how to make the cruise successful? I'm hosting it for the first time for Charles World. Yeah, plan a few things, but don't over-plan it. And don't get yourself in over your head on anything. Do what's within your means, and just go and have fun. And don't forget about you. Don't forget to have fun yourself. And don't worry so much about everyone else, and everything will be fine. And the Klekowski said, oh my God, it's the love that he was searching for. You see what I started? These guys are all over it. I think we're going to have a great karaoke. We need some 80s rock karaoke.
Oh, yeah, there'll definitely be karaoke.
Let's see. And I had a Skyhawk, called it the Chicken Hawk. Let's see. I just love the have fun no matter what. The more the merrier. That sounds great. Marilyn Moore, you are absolutely right. Yes, Tony said we ran into the 30s on this end. So yeah, so Sharon's probably right. It could be around the 60ish number for cabins that are booked.
I know.
That's cabins. Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah, I hit over 30. So yeah, so we're about
Let's see. Nancy said, I understand that Tony doesn't even drive. Tony, is that true? I mean, I saw a video of you in a car. You can drive that car, I would imagine, too, right? I guess that is a hot topic if Tony drives over at La Lido Loca. John Heald is a foul-mouthed cigar-smoking, dirty old man. That's what MG Toe said. All right. I mean, if you feel about that way, that's fine. I don't know what you think of me then, because I am a hot mess.
He is, but
Amanda says, how are you going to decide who sits where in the dining room? That is going to, all right, here's the deal. If someone has particular requests, they can share those requests with the person they booked with, who can then try to put those together. Well, first, oh, that's a hot topic. Do you need to, before you throw anything out there, do you need to talk to your partner?
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll get together on that.
We cannot answer the question at this time. We feel that answering the question at this time would not be beneficial.
We can't really plan that this far ahead right now. I think we need to wait till it's a little closer talk to the maitre d' and make sure that we can kind of commandeer all those tables down there first, and then once we know how the whole setup's going to be, then we can kind of see if there's any special requests or anything like that, I guess.
Sydney Forster, we wish you were going too, but you will have a great time in Alaska nonetheless. One of our buddies that's going on the group cruise had a cigar shop. Maybe we can get some group cruise branded cigars. That'd be tremendous. I'm feeling like that could be a hot ticket. Oh my God, I know that Whitesnake song, said Skyhawk. How do you really find MG? Oh, so how do you really feel about him, MG Toe? The Wooster's in for cigars. Any good deals on Carnival Cruise right now? Lisa, I think all the good deals happened over the weekend.
Well, no, the $50 deposits are gone, but it's $99 deposits now on 2 to 8 day sailings, but it doesn't apply to the new ships, the Vista, Horizon, or Panorama, or any longer cruises or Alaska, but it applies to just all the other ships.
Yes. And Lisa, you can contact Sharon directly after the show with any questions about anything. It's not like a question, you're free to ask questions of Sharon on some things. And she'll definitely give you the lowdown to help you make a good decision for yourself and find out if it's the right time and if it's the right cruise for you. So feel free to contact her.
The other cruises, like I said, the newer ships, they do have a reduced deposit, but it's just not $99. It's like $149.
Sherry from Awesome Sunsets Travels in the house. Nice to see you, Sherry. Angela's asking about, she's been asked a couple times, and I missed it last time, the cruise director, Gary Blair. I don't know Gary Blair. I'm not going to lie. And I'm sorry that I don't.
I think he's one of the new ones.
Is he a new dude?
He must be. Yeah, I don't know anything. I haven't really heard anything about him. I haven't sailed with him. And so I can't say. If anyone else has sailed with him.
And I'll tell you, when we talk about our favorite cruise director, and there's a lot of great cruise directors.
We have a few that we like a lot,
and there's been some cruises where we have no idea who the cruise director was, and it's just the type of cruise, how we're feeling on that cruise, what we're doing, if we're more port intensive, so we're not so involved on cruise activities, or if we're very involved in what's going on the ship. If we go to like a trivia or something like that, and we just really enjoy the interaction and the fun that the cruise director puts out there. And that's why we choose a guy like Mike Pack, who we just thought was a blast and very personable and really related well to the people. And that's really where it comes down to. But you can find a lot. Cruise directors are going to be great anywhere you go, but some you might just click with more or relate to more and enjoy what they have to say. So that's the deal. Tony said, it's only been like 8 days since we announced it. That is crazy. That's for sure. Let's see. And he also said he's an excellent driver, but there's actually no video proof of that. So I can't confirm nor deny that. Good idea on the cigars. That's good stuff. Okay, so I'm going to blow through some of the comments. If you comment and I don't comment on your comment, then I'm just sorry. I mean, I just can't help it. We got to do what we got to do here and try to get caught up. Maybe we'll go back to it a little bit. But we wanted to talk about tonight making friends on the cruise ship. And we have a tremendous example that we'll share with you right now, if that is okay. Are you going to tell it or am I telling it?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So the first couple of times we cruised, Sharon and I cruised first. Then this is before Matthew was around, and then we cruised with our daughters a couple times. We
cruised once alone, our honeymoon.
Yes.
Then we brought our 3 daughters with us.
And then brought 2 of the 3 again.
3 other times.
And the first couple of cruises, we had a table for like 4 and or 5, and so the concept of sitting with anyone else never really, came into play. And that's pretty much the best time to meet others is in the dining room if you're seated with other people, where you can actually have conversation, interact, and get to know people. So we took a cruise, which was our son Matthew's first cruise. It was on the Carnival Valor. And we got on there, and we realized once we got on, it just happened by accident that we were sitting at a table that seats 8. 1, 2, 3. It was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No, 10.
Oh, it's okay. It's seated 10.
We had 5.
We had 5. It was us, Matthew, but he's like 1 year old. I mean, he's this big. It's ridiculous. And then and 2 of our daughters were there, Brittany and Melissa, and so and we're sitting at a table for 10. And we're like, oh my God, who else are we sitting with? We had no idea. I don't know how much of the details I can remember, but I remember we came to dinner, and there's another family of 5 there, husband, wife, and 3 daughters. And they're young at this point. You know, I mean, this is 13 years ago. And so we sit down, and I think they were concerned about who they were going to get stuck with.
This was their first cruise.
It was their first cruise, and it's ours, like, at this point, it's like our 5th cruise, or maybe our 4th cruise, 4th or 5th. So we sit down and we start talking, and they thought it was cool that we had been on a number of cruises, and we're sharing some information with them and chatting. And we just had a really nice time, and we related to them, and we found these guys were great and personable, and the daughters were just lovely girls. 2 of them were twins, and you might notice that in the picture that we posted on the other, you know, the live announcement there, and we'll post that picture again just for fun and to embarrass them. So we started chatting a little bit, and we're like, okay, that was nice, and we left dinner, and we're like, boy, those guys were nice. We were really concerned about who we're going to get seated with, and it turned out to be great. And by the end of the cruise,
we became so friendly that by the end, we ended up going on the same excursion in St. Martin, the very last port day, together. We went to the beach together, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And had a great day. And since then, we've stayed friends. We've cruised with them 4 other times, I think. So that was 5 times altogether.
Yeah, I think we've cruised 5 times. Marty, if you're out there and we're wrong, correct us, and I'll feel bad. But I think it's been like 5 cruises over the years. One time we met and spent a week together in like a condo in Colorado. And they got me up on an icy hill on a snowboard, and that was not a great decision for anybody. But I had a great time once I got down to the lodge, if you know what I'm talking about. And so we've been friends with these guys. We've been interacting with them the whole time. We communicate, talk, you know, holidays, the whole 9 yards. They live in Kansas. We're in Arizona. It's definitely a long distance love affair. But we become like best friends with these guys. And we are so excited that they decided to come on the group cruise in 2020 with us. And we actually booked the cabin right next to ours. And we were laughing because we said, well, you know, there's going to be so much going on the group cruise. Are you sure you're up for that kind of activity? And they're like, yeah, we're up to the challenge, and we want to have fun and get involved with everything. So, so we went from awkwardly sitting together at dinner 13 years ago to being amazing friends 13 years later, planning trips 2 years ahead. We're hoping to get to see them again before that and cruise with them. So that's just our little story of how we met Marty and EJ and her daughters, Samantha, who is the oldest, and then the twins that are a little younger, Sydney and Sarah, and they are great friends of ours now. And that's our story. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed it.
So you never know. When you cruise, if you sit with other people, you may become good friends.
Yes, there you have it. So that's our story. You can meet friends, and I got a feeling on the group cruises, you guys will meet friends too.
And you can meet people all around the ship and actually start chatting and become friendly with them. But the main dining room, you know, when you're eating dinner with someone, you know, it's an easy place to become friends.
That is correct.
With them every night.
I see Tony's putting together a 2019 Vegas trip to work on teaching folks how to play craps before the group cruise. I think that's an amazing idea, dude.
We're in
because it's a 4-hour drive. So let us know when you're going to be there.
If we can drive somewhere, we are definitely in. We always have to pay a ton of money to fly everywhere.
Yeah. Tony, if you guys want, come out here to our place, and then we'll road trip it out there and have a blast. I'll drive. It's cool. All right, I'm going to backtrack a little bit and see if I can roll through some more of these comments. What else am I missing? I have a list of hot topics I want to make sure of. We talked about that, we talked about that. Hold on. There's one. I was startled earlier. I was watching a YouTube video. I just want to mention this. There's some folks that maybe you've heard of them. Some call him Wooster. I call him the Rooster because he's always cackling. He goes by the Klaykowskis, and they coined a new phrase. I just wanted to say Rosinfandel. Rosinfandel is a new phrase coined by the Klaykowskis on their video that they just put out tonight. You'd have to watch it to really get the details, but hashtag Rosinfandel for one of the oddest concoctions I've ever seen put together. by John's wife on there. So check that out.
I'll have to try it.
No, you will not want to try that. Oh my gosh, no. I don't know how she's still alive after putting that together, to be honest with you. I just don't. So let's see. I'm going to catch up to some comments now. Hold on to your hat because I'm going to be rolling.
I think you missed a few.
No, I'm good. I was right about up here.
Oh, okay.
White Snake song. How do you feel about him? Boom, we're getting right back on the thing. Tony says he's an excellent driver. Nobody's believing that for a minute. We know that Jenny will not let him behind the wheel. That's been made perfectly clear. Let's see. And she makes him take a bus home in the afternoon. So I guess he's an early morning.
Jamie terrifies me when he drives. When we go on road trips or go drive far. Yeah, he scares me.
That's a NASCAR in me sometimes.
He drives fast, and I don't know. I can't sleep and relax when we're driving.
Let's see. MG Toasted, I met John Heald on the Carnival Miracle a couple years ago. He said he set up a meeting for the CCL shareholders. It never happened. If you're meaning so Carnival Cruise Line shareholders that were just on the cruise that day, if that's the case, I can't speak for what would happen a few years ago, but I can tell you this. We've met the dude, and he's been great to us, and we find him to be a riot. And we've gone to some of the shows where he puts on the like the Love and Marriage show and stuff, and he is great. And you're right, he is very non-PC, and that's probably what I like most about him. He just says stuff and worries about how it sounds later. Yeah. And that's a lot like me. I put my foot in my mouth all day long. So I think anytime dining is great for a group cruise because you go with someone new or the person that you come with. Teresa, we thought about that too, but I'll tell you what, it could be detrimental because so many people trying to go at one time, or like, hey, we want a table for 18.
Yeah, I don't think
and that could be very difficult to accommodate
unless they have a set time to set all those tables aside, which wouldn't be like anytime dining. Then it would be too hard for them to reserve that many if a lot of people wanted to eat together. And
I think that's our attitude, just because there's going to be so many people. I mean, right now it's less than 10 days since we announced it, and there's like 60 cabins booked.
Yeah.
So that's at the minimum 120 people, and probably more like 150 to 160, and that's just a lot of folks.
Yeah. It'll end up being a big group. So.
For Carnival Miracle, is there a way of making sure everyone in the group sits with each other in the main dining room? Shara's World. First off, make sure you're all booked together and linked together in your booking.
You don't have to book at the same time, but there's a way you just can link your cabin numbers together, and that way the dining staff, when they do set up the table assignments, they will know to link your table together.
Yes, in Shara's World. If you want some more details, shoot us an email at sharonatsea@gmail.com, and Sharon can break that down a little bit.
I don't think on the regular page that you can go on under your booking, I don't know if you can link. I don't think you can link yourself, but just if you have a travel agent, they can do it for you, or if not, just call Carnival and they'll be able to do it for you.
That is correct.
You just have to give them all the booking numbers.
Bonnie Bench says, "Hey all, let's see. Empty Toe is putting their own hammer down tonight. Oh, you're right about putting smoke in your lungs. You're screwing them up. But if I do it during my group cruise one time with all my buddies, I will take that chance, and I appreciate your feedback." Let's see. Cindy Humor said, "Hi, Nurse Nancy. I'm saying you get the table, you have the hammer. High five." We can buy Cuban cigars in 2 of our stops on the horizon in January. St. Kitts and St. Martin both have dealers. I plan on going. All right, Jeff, I'm with you.
Hey, remember, speaking of cigars, when we were on a cruise, it was not our last cruise, the one before with Marty and EJ.
Yes.
Was it an Amber Cove you bought them?
I think so. Yeah, we pulled over right before you almost killed yourself on that ATV.
I know. We got, what did you guys buy? Like a whole box of them or something?
EJ and I split like a dozen of them or something like that.
Yeah. So we bought all those, and you ran across those the other day, though, when you were in something. They were old.
I did have a couple old ones, and I tried one, and it literally just fell apart in my hand. It was brutal. Let's see. David Green said, "My thoughts on the group cruise getting too big, the more the merrier."
Yeah.
And that's David straight from his cruise on Royal Caribbean, that lucky son of a gun.
Yeah.
Catherine Perret said, "The Flying Scotsman was amazing."
Oh, yeah. We haven't cruised with him, but he looks like he's a lot of fun. I've seen him in some videos.
Stephen Hayes said, "Yes, Sharon, I booked 2 more cruises with a $50 deposit. You cannot go wrong with that." You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. We did mention the craps trip to Vegas. We're going to work on that. Cookie was awesome on the Magic. That's what Wendy says. Cookie, the cruise director. 67 days till the cruise on Royal Caribbean Oasis of the Seas for Sherry. Mark Robertson said, anyone wanting to dive on the 2020 group cruise? Mark will be on that group cruise, and he's into doing a little diving. And
I'm sure there's someone out there that would.
Yes,
want to
you could probably plan like a whole side excursion in one of the ports just to do that. I'll tell you what. Now on the boardwalk, watching Santa's arrival and the lighting of the tree. David Green said that. That is fantastic.
That sounds so fun.
That's cool that Santa gets a chance to do some spots like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's one of Santa's elves. I don't know if Santa could get away right now. I mean, it's Chris.
I'm kind of looking forward to next December when we're going to cruise on the Panorama, because we've never gone on a holiday cruise before. I've always wanted to, but I won't because being around the family means too much to me.
Because you can't cut the cord from all the kids and the grandkids.
I can't. That's more important.
I'll say it right here.
But I'm looking forward to that cruise because the ship will be decorated and they probably will have a little bit of holiday things going on. So I'm kind of looking forward to that.
There you go.
A lot of fun.
Amanda says, my boyfriend wants to hang with Jamie and drink a few beers. Thank you so much, Amanda.
I'm sure that won't be a problem.
Yeah, that's pretty easy to do. I plan on, I'm going to just put times on the, for the group cruises, just like times that what time will I be at what bar?
Where you're going to be where?
Like if you want to go to hang out and talk to Jamie, you can go to this bar at this time and he'll be there. And that's it. It'll be like Santa. It'll be like going to the mall to see Santa, except it'll be me. And you just go at a certain time and you get in line and you come by and we'll just have a drink. And then next person, drink, next person. And then Sharon will be carrying me back up to the room later.
You have to be with it all day and night.
Yes. I know. She told me I need to be on my best behavior. Yeah. EJ said 10. Maybe he's talking about the Stogies. Or is he talking about how many cruises we've been on with them? We have not been on 10 cruises with them. Hey, Nurse Nancy, I see Jamie makes a list of your snarky comments. That's funny. Oh, it is. It is a big list. It is a big list. But that was part of our negotiation, making her the hammer for the channel, is she promises no more snarkiness. And if so, she'll be in big, big trouble. She does get into shenanigans from time to time. That's Nancy in a nutshell. Thank you guys for sharing. Love your vlogs. Are you guys going on the New Year Carnival Dream Cruise December 30th this month? From Deanna Artist. We are not, but I would love to. Are you inviting us? It sounds like an invitation from Deanna.
We just got off the Dream, about a month ago?
We did, and that was amazing. So, that was a great time. Oh, yeah, we got off a month ago, and I'm pretty sure that we're just now finishing up some of our Dream vlogs. You know, it's funny. Look, there's some vloggers out there. Oh man, Alito Loca does it. Griffin and Alyssa, I think, are pretty quick with it as well. Pyro DJ, they're pretty quick. And all these guys, by the way, great channels. Make sure you go see all of them. Tony and Jenny, Alito Loca, Cullen and Alyssa, Griffin, Alyssa, and D and J, Pyro DJ. They're all fantastic. There's so many more to name, but those are just some off the top of my tongue. But these guys put their stuff together so quickly. And we drag. I don't know how else to say it without. I don't want to be offensive, but we drag our ass when we're trying to get these things out. Yeah. And Sharon does a tremendous amount of the work because I'm just not a lot of help, to be quite honest with you. She's the brains and the looks. She's the brains, and I'm the eye candy behind the channel. But we just like to put out like 2 videos a week and kind of make them go on a little, because if we put it out too quick, then we're like, well, what else are we going to have until our next cruise? And we don't want to, have some downtime.
It just takes that long.
Yeah, we're not really that good with the technology. I think that's already been established. So we just do the best we can.
So we put out 2 a week, Wednesdays and Fridays.
That's
and we're almost finished. We put out our last ones on the ship. This week we're putting out our debarkation video and our day in New Orleans.
There you go. So. Are there still cabins left on the October group cruise? Skyhawk, are you talking about the R 2019? Or are you talking about the big Lalito Loca Sharonatsea in 2020?
Well, there's cabins left on both, actually.
Yes, both. So
October 2019. At this point, I'm just booking people in at the current carnival rate and pulling them into the group. So you'll get all the group amenities. So whatever the current carnival price is, that's what you'll be paying.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Thank you. Excellent. So yes, there are cabins. Let's see. What else do we have? Janet Moyer changed phones. Now she's known as James Clark. That's fine, Janet. We can work with that.
Did your phone die?
Sounds like Nurse Nancy wants to go diving. She said she's down with it. Jeff Welch is here. What is up, Jeff? Jeff. I said Jelf. I'm sorry, man. I've been talking a lot. Janet is moonlighting as James again.
Oh, yeah.
I can't cut the cord either, Sharon. I have 10 grandkids.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's hard. Like right now, all day. This is how every holiday I make pajamas for everyone in the family, all the grandkids.
What about mine? You don't make me any pajamas
stopped.
anymore.
I had to cut it somewhere. I stopped actually up until like
That's because you can't make a birthday suit.
Up until 2 years ago, I used to actually make all my kids, their spouses, and the grandkids all pajamas every year. And I kind of cut it down to just the grandkids now.
Yes.
But
because they keep having children. It's ridiculous.
Too. So, but yeah, so I started that project today. So I'm hoping by the end of tomorrow to have 9 pairs of pajamas. And
will you put them online? Will you share that with the cruise crew?
Sure. I did last year.
There you go.
Last year, I actually made them Sharon at Sea Christmas pajamas.
There you have it. Seriously malfunctioned. Just got back from the Carnival Freedom. From what I remember, I had a good time. Excellent. Seriously malfunctioned. May have had a good time, but the drinks had a great time, apparently. Very nice. Christmas cruises are the best. We leave in 13 days. We get back right before Christmas. I'll spend it with my family in Jacksonville. It's the best of both worlds. That's from Kim Taylor. Kim, that sounds fantastic. One day we will, as we get a little older and, maybe the kids are spread out more. They're done with their grandma and grandpa. We're just doing our own thing. Then we'll start doing something.
Well, they said they'll be back before Christmas. I would do that. I would do something where I was back before Christmas, a few days before Christmas.
Yeah. But I would like to be gone on Christmas.
That's why I'm looking forward to next year.
And I just want to be gone.
But I am really into trying to book a New Year's cruise at some point, New Year's Eve cruise. So
there we go.
That would be a lot of fun.
Eric Hubner just got here. What is up, Hubner? Hi, Jinx and the High Seas. Just had a late night at the restaurant. Lalita Locust says karaoke drinks. I think it's drinks before the karaoke, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to have to work that out, but we can work on a couple things like our White Snake tribute band and some other stuff like that. I think maybe some of those negotiations need to continue some discussion because I'm not giving up. That's from your friend, Nurse Nancy.
Giving up on what?
The hammer. Not giving up on being snarky and giving me a hard time.
That's all right, Nancy.
There you go. And Deanna said, yes, I am inviting you. Fantastic. Do you need our P.O. box to send the tickets? Or are they just an e-confirmation you want to get to us? Send it to sharonatsea Gmail. And my name, if you're making a ticket for me, you can put James as opposed to Jamie, because that's what my license says. So there you go. Thank you very much. Eric Hubner is the big winner. You know, we forgot to revisit that. We did our Vlog-A-Days. Sharon handled the Vlog-A-Days with the help of Matthew yesterday. Yeah. And who were the big winners yesterday?
We actually ended up with 2 winners because
just say that it just ended up as 2 winners.
Funny situation happened anyways. So Eric Hubner and Nurse Nancy, they were both winners.
Yes, congratulations, guys. And as soon as you cough up for the pre-addressed stamped envelope, we will get those things shipped out to you right away.
No, they're on.
There is a postage and handling charge of $14.99 for each item, and we'll get that sent. There's not? Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind. I apologize. I'm wrong. Hey, Griff and Alyssa are there, and they said thanks, Jamie and Sharon. Oh, what's going on, guys? How are you?
Griff and Alyssa.
Griff and Alyssa. I know you guys know those guys. They have a tremendous channel, and I'm not going to lie, some of the best quality video going on out there. They're tremendous. And I heard a little rumor, Sharon. Is that something I can talk about? That there may be a Griff and Alyssa sighting on a certain group cruise coming up in 2020.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just going to put it out there. I'll leave them to chat more about it, but I believe that they said they wanted to get in on the fun and the excitement and go and say hi to all the peeps And so I think you may get a glimpse of them as well. So so you may be able to have a beverage with some of your favorite YouTube vloggers out there. So there you have it. Let's see. The Klikowski said, yes, they are all fantastic. They certainly are. Desi Wagner says, so I really don't like this earlier time. I work late sometimes. I just got home. Desi, I'm sorry. It's not us. It's the whole time zone thing. Arizona, we don't change our time. Yeah. So we stay at the same time and everyone else changes. Well, so it's really your own fault. So blame yourself. Okay.
We thought about going an hour later.
Come down on me like that.
For all the other places. But we actually thought on the East Coast that 9 was a little late. So by going 8, now it's 8 o'clock on the East Coast, we thought it'd be a little more convenient for people. But I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe our thoughts are wrong. There you go. Deanna said, thanks. I need this information for the dream with some thumbs up. And speaking of thumbs up, I am confused. How can there be 90 people right now in the chat room and only 53 thumbs up? Is someone not playing along? I mean, come on, guys. This isn't your first rodeo, is it? Can we get some love? Can you guys go on there and shoot some thumbs up? I don't know what it does, but everywhere I go, every channel I watch, they say hit the thumbs up like button, and it's supposed to do something good for you. I mean, no one's called me from YouTube and said it's good. I don't have any definitive proof. It's just what I hear. Tony says it. Griffin and Alyssa say it. I mean, everyone says it. Hit the like button. That's all we're trying to ask of you. We don't ask much besides just to come with us on a group cruise and have a great time and hit the like button. Let's see. The answer, you guys are awesome. Tickets are on the way. We'll keep in touch following you on YouTube. Thank you so much. Seriously Malfunction is still recuperating off a cruise, barely remembers it, and still trying to get their sea legs out from under them and get their land legs. Well, where do we sign up for the next giveaway? It says Bernadine. That's funny you should ask that, Bernadine, because Sharon's going to tell you right now. Well, the
put you on the spot much?
The Vlogadays, is that what we're doing it every week.
Yes.
On Sunday night, we'll come on live just for a few minutes, 15 minutes or so, for the giveaway during the whole month of December.
For people who have not commented to be entered yet, where can they do that?
Well, there was officially a cutoff date of December 1st.
Don't go there.
But
I told you that cutoff date was bad news.
So bad. I don't know. I always give in. So if you go watch the video, and comment under it, and we'll see that.
Which video? What's the most recent one?
The Vlogadays video.
The original one?
There's a video out there with the Vlogaday details in it.
Vlogaday details video. We will revisit that and make sure you put that to enter you and for the drawing.
And we'll see about getting you entered before next week.
And week 2, there will be 2 gifts given away to 2 lucky winners. They're tremendous gifts. The value will be anywhere between $5 and $500 per gift. Somewhere right in the middle, maybe leaning to one side or the other, but definitely between $500 and $500 is the value of the gifts given away.
But each week we up a gift. Next week will be 2. We'll draw 2 names for 2 winners. Week 3, 3 names for 3 winners. Week 4 names, and week 5, 5 names.
Thank you for the thumbs up.
And this is just something we do every December. Well, we started last year, so this will be our 2nd year of doing this.
We were going to start. We were going to call it "How can I clear out my closet out of these gifts I got last year and I didn't want?" But we changed the name to Vlog.
They are all new gifts.
I'm just kidding. That's just a joke. You know I'm joking. God. You know I'm joking. I thought it was witty and funny, but that's just me. So there you go, Bernadine. Thank you very much, Mr. Cruise Fever. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas. 3 weeks left till Christmas Eve. Thank you for reminding us. I have to get out and do some shopping.
We do need to shop every year. I'm usually on it. By September. I usually have like a good part of my Christmas shopping done. I'm usually way ahead. This year I am like so far behind. I have just a few presents bought and hardly anything else. So
do you have my present? I think
this weekend coming up, I will be frantically shopping like crazy. Well, actually, probably Monday or Tuesday because
frantically shopping like crazy.
Yeah,
is that what you said?
Yeah. Okay. This weekend I have a baking thing, so it'll probably be Monday or Tuesday.
Is that going to be on video? Are you going to show you and the grandkids?
I'll post.
That's happening Sunday. So Sunday morning, Sharon is having the granddaughters over. It's the 2nd annual baking with grandma.
It's not second. I do it every year.
Is this not the 2nd year?
No,
how many years have you done?
I've done it a few years. Since they were old enough.
She told me there, didn't she?
Yeah.
This is we don't know how many times, but it's been going on for years, obviously, baking with the granddaughters. And all the granddaughters come over and they all go in the kitchen and they all start baking things. Maybe it's chocolate melting cake. I don't know what they're going to make. But I have one question. Is there anyone out there that I can come to your house that day? Because I just need to get out of here. They're cackling, they're yelling, they're screaming. There's flour being thrown in the air. There's M&Ms flying across the kitchen. It's violent, and I can't stand it. And I'm trying to watch this football game, sure, and all that chaos is going on.
Yes, so we will be doing that Sunday. That'll be all day.
So
Sunday.
there you go.
I'll post some video on the cruise crew.
Leanne Francisco likes the 8 p.m. Eastern start time, and she will continue like that until the time change happens again next October, and then she will ignore us again. Stephanie thumbed up a long time ago. Thank you so much. The thumbs up boosts your rankings in the recommended section. Nitram case comes quietly. Nitram sits there, doesn't say a word, and boom, technical question comes. Nitram jumps on it. Thank you so much.
I've heard that. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I've heard.
We did. Obviously, you know, I mean, we don't know much about this YouTube thing, but we know enough that thumbs up is good. Right now, we're at 75 viewers, 71 thumbs up. Can we get more thumbs up than viewers? Is that even possible? I don't know. But you guys let us know. The Klaykowski said, it makes your fly come down when you say that, speaking from experience. I'm not sure what he's talking about. I don't know if there was a side conversation that I missed or what, but I like it. Little Locust said, it's magic. Oh, from a cruise, you'll do, let's see. Mr. Cruise Fever again saying Merry Christmas to everyone. We'll hit the like button. Thought I did it, but I'll check again. Thanks, Deanna. I appreciate that. Jamie and Sharon, I have a question. We got a cruise booked end of July, but want to move it to a later date. Can you do that? I booked it on the early saver last year. What are the penalties? Break it down.
You can move it, but you're going to pay a $50 penalty.
Ooh, per person?
Per person.
$50 a person. How many people are on that booking? 2, 3?
And whatever else you put towards your deposit will go on to, probably onto future cruise cash, which you can move it onto that next booking.
But if you call Sharon and you cancel that booking, and then you book the October 2020 group cruise that has $100 onboard credit, you could recoup some of that money. I'm just saying. Just trying to help you out. I'm a marketing genius.
I guess so.
You're watching it here. Right here. Desi said you should just send me the gift. That's a little bit confident, isn't it, Desi? Desi Wagner's a little confident, I think, saying you just send me the gift. Maybe just cut out the middleman is what Desi's trying to say. I like it. Let's see. I'm going to try to jump ahead a little. We're at about an hour, 12 minutes. I don't know what your time frame was for tonight. David Green says, I'll hang with you, Jamie. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we can't wait, David.
Yes. There's someone saying for Tony and Jenny to have fun. Tony and Jenny from Lolita Loca are like 10 days away or something.
I think they're closer. No,
maybe closer.
Next weekend, are you? Yeah.
Maybe they leave in the morning. I'm not sure. That's why Tony has all those things packed in his luggage. Let's review. He's got a hat. He's got underpants. And he's got socks. Hold on. I'm just getting word. Getting word. He is bringing a toothbrush, but he's packing light. There's no toothpaste. So he's just going to go toothbrush solo. Nothing wrong with that. So make sure you check out Lolita Loca. They're going to have some great stuff going on their channel. And do not miss out on those guys. And you can check out Griff and Alyssa they're in Paradise. Am I saying the right name of that?
Yeah.
Griff and Alyssa in Trapped in Paradise. Thank you so much for saving me on that. I apologize. I knew the Paradise, and for some reason, Trapped was just brain farted it. I'm sorry. Baking with your granddaughter sounds heavenly. You're welcome at my house. We're here in Virginia, though.
Oh my God! Speaking of Virginia,
that's a little out of the way, Mom, but I appreciate it.
That's funny because we actually a few nights ago we were sitting at the computer. We are still a little unsure about our summer of 2019. Yes. We have the spring for my birthday. We have the Mariner of the Seas booked, and we were kind of contemplating switching that up to something else. And along with our summer, but we decided to stick with that because we got a really good rate and we got a lot of onboard credit on there. So, it's we're going to stick with that cruise because it's, but for the summer, we are backing up. We're going to do another short cruise only because we're backing it up to a trip to Disney World. Matthew really wants to go to Disney World, so we are taking him to Disney World, but we want to go on a cruise as well. So we're trying to do it all. But we actually were also looking at possibly making a trip to Virginia to see Jamie's aunt that lives there.
And uncle.
And uncle. So we were trying to work in something like that. So we had a whole thing going on. We were trying to work out doing all these things, and it's still I guess in the works. We're still undecided on how we're going to pull it all off.
Yeah, and if anyone can explain this to me, I'm looking. I go online. I look at renting a car to get picked up in Miami, assuming we'll be there.
Miami, no.
Or I'm sorry. You're right. Orlando, the Orlando Airport, MCO, and I'm looking at picking up a rental car there, and then after we spend a couple days there, and then taking it and driving up to Virginia for a few days and dropping it off at the airport there and flying home from Virginia. And we checked the price on it, and it's like, $250. I mean, ridiculously reasonable. I'm like, this is great. We could definitely do that. And then we're looking at some flights and the price of flights. Then we found a flight that goes into Virginia. So instead of going to Orlando first and hanging out and then, going to Virginia, we found a dirt cheap flight to Virginia where we could maybe go there first and then drive down to Orlando a day or two later. And then we checked the same car rental going from Virginia Airport to Miami as opposed to Miami Airport. I'm sorry, Virginia Airport to Orlando instead of Orlando to Virginia. And it's like $550. It's like $300 more.
It's because
Florida, to rent a car from Virginia to Florida versus Florida to Virginia. That's ridiculous. How do they justify that?
It's usually fairly cheap to rent a car in Florida.
That's outrageous. I may have to boycott. Boycott car.
We're still trying to work out all the details on that. We're hoping to be able to do all those things and incorporate them all, but we'll see.
That is, let's see. La Lila Loca, I think they're going to bed. It is Tony's bedtime.
Good night, Tony.
He's got to get night. What are we thumbing up to? Says 7-Eleven, Dirty D, 7-Eleven. We're thumbing up to saying, I like it. I like what I'm watching. I like what I'm hearing. I like how things are going right now. That's what we're doing. Eric Huber says I can go to their house. That's cool. My grandkids will be over in a couple weekends to do the art project for their parents' Christmas gift this year. Picture frames, and Grandpa's doing the baking with them this year.
That sounds fun.
Dina, are you trying to dog me and make me look bad? Because their grandpa is doing the baking with them, and this grandpa wants to get out of the house?
I told Jamie that actually next year he's going to need to start something with the grandsons every year. But they're all a little small. The granddaughters are a little older. All the grandsons are a lot younger. So next year maybe he'll start a grandson tradition.
Jeff Taylor said, which airport in Virginia? We live near Roanoke. Well, I don't know. I'm going to be visiting Norfolk. And so whatever airport is closest to Norfolk. Is it Norfolk or Norfolk? I'm a little unsure of my pronunciation. Antoinette Carey, we'll be back in Norfolk, Virginia this Christmas visiting family. Antoinette, that's very nice. Have I commented? I said this before. Antoinette. It's just a lovely name.
It is.
Antoinette. It's one of the most beautiful names on the chat. I'm not going to lie. That name, Antoinette and 7-Eleven, Dirty D, 7-Eleven are two of my favorite names on the chat right now. You're about 5 hours away. Norfolk is near Virginia Beach. Oh, I could go to Virginia Beach.
Yeah,
why don't we just go to Virginia Beach?
We even looked at going a cruise out of there, but during the time we were going to go, there isn't anything going out of there. Well, so actually there is, but they're 5 days, I think, and we really need to not do over 4 days.
Mark Robertson.
Go to Disney too.
Peace out, buddy. Thanks for joining us, Mark. We appreciate it.
Good night, Mark.
We're converting Mark, bringing him over to the dark side. Kim says the one-way car rentals are cheaper if they need cars where the destination is. Florida doesn't really need them. Yeah. You're probably right about that, but it still pisses me off. I'm not feeling any better about it. Nice effort, Kim, but I'm still angered about the whole thing. Let's see. Airport is ORF, pronounced Norfolk. Norfolk? There's an R in there, Mark? Now I'm totally confused. I'm at the end of the chat. Can you believe that?
All right.
Hey, when I get to the end of the chat, it's always a good sign. We've been here an hour, 20 minutes. Why don't we start to wrap this up? One thing I want to say is, if you guys saw my Chargers whoop the butt of the Pittsburgh Steelers last night, then you know, you saw one of the greatest games ever.
Oh my God! It was so loud in the living room.
Yeah, Sharon was trying to do some stuff, and Matthew and I were just screaming and yelling. We're jumping up and down. We're hugging each other. It was amazing. It was crazy. What do you think about the seafood shack replacing the tandoor? I'm fine with that because I don't like the tandoor. I don't care for it. So yeah, I'm sorry, but I am not a fan. I will tell you that I know the tandoor I think was most popular with so many of the people from India and such that are working on the cruise ship. Yeah, a lot of the crew members. Yeah, I tried it. I gave it an honest to goodness shot one day for lunch while we were sitting by the aft pool, and I went and got it. And I was like, yeah, I mean, it was good. You know, it wasn't. It was all right, but it didn't blow my mind. People either love tandoor or they dislike it. They don't care for it. So it's kind of one of the others. Yeah. So I'm going. I'll take seafood shack. I'll drop a couple bucks on a little seafood if I'm in the mood to. Otherwise, I'm indifferent to it. Yeah, but I don't mind checking out that seafood shack. I'm not a huge seafood eater, but I like. There's certain things I do like. So I don't know how much I'll eat there because probably pretty much everything I want I can get in the main dining room. Yes, but, exactly. Jeff Taylor said, "Did you see the Doers Custom Whiskey class?" I did. You posted that. So Jeff is actually in the roll call. I think he's a little new to the channel, and we appreciate him being here. And our January cruise, he's in the roll call for that, the Facebook roll call that we finally got hooked up in. I think we touched base on that story last time. We won't revisit it, but it's a good one. And anyway, so he posted something about there's a class on Carnival where for like $29.99 you can go in and blend some of your own Scotch whiskey, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff, and then you get to take that. I guess you'd get to take it, but I'm sure you can't take it to your room, right? Because then you'd have a bottle of booze. Maybe you can, and that's something worth looking into. If I could have that bottle after I take the class to enjoy the rest of the cruise, I might be into it. But if they're going to hold it for me, I don't know if it's, something I'd want to do. We'll find out. That might be kind of fun. But then I said, why don't we just go to the bar and sample some of the different scotches they have and cut out the middleman? And to that, Jeff said, nobody can hear him. Well, I guess they can read. No, I know. Well, we'll see what he says. I was actually just looking. I was getting him to respond there. Catherine Perez, fun time. Thank you all. Thank you, Catherine. Jeff is saying good night. Do Canadians need a visa for Cuba? Oh, yeah. Yes. Everybody does. But the cruise ship, I believe, will provide all of that on the ship prior to debarking in Cuba. Yeah, they will just double check that. But that's the last I heard. They'll charge you. And I believe, I don't know if you prepaid or I think they might put it on your sailing sign, but they take care of getting your visa for you. Deanna, I believe if you're on the computer, if you minimize the chat video screen and go back to the main page, I believe that's where you can hit the thumbs up. And if you're on your phone, you can hide the chat and you can press the thumbs up and then pull the chat back up again is how it works. Thank you for asking, Deanna. We sure appreciate that. And we're rocking right now with 73. A few people have dropped off. Apparently, I'm dragging on a little bit. Everyone's tired. I realize there's no Vlog-A-Day giveaway tonight, so everyone bailed out. East Coasters. Yes. It's funny. As soon as Lalito Local left, everybody just bails right out. I see how you guys are. Griffin Alyssa, I, for one, I'm glad that they are removing the hot diarrhea from the Lido and replacing it with real food. Wow. Okay. Well, I guess someone had to say it, didn't they? Thanks. Thank you. That's a good one. You know what? If I had to bet a paycheck which one of the two said that, my money says it's Alyssa. You think? Oh, God, yeah. She does not. I don't think she pulls punches. So I think she is a tell it like she sees it kind of gal. And that is the deal. I'm pretty sure that came right from her. I could almost see Griff saying, are you sure you want to post that? And she's going, you're damn right I'm going to post that. Hot diarrhea. I said it. And I own it. Well, listen, since you said it, I'm just going to go with hashtag Seafood Shack for the win. And I'm going to agree with you on that with a double thumbs up. Thank you very much. That is 2 thumbs up and a snap. I've seen some pictures on Horizon Fame page. It is a small bottle. Oh, that's what Jeff said. Well,
that probably keep it.
Yeah, Jeff, what do you say we just go to the bar and try some? Or better yet, you can just come by my cabin and have a little bit of the Chivas Regal that I'll be pre-ordering for the room.
Oh, good night, Desi.
That's pretty much a lock, right? The Chivas. It happens every time. Desi, you're out of here. Kim is here. The Kakowskis, we just have to agree to disagree on football teams. Steelers are either love or hate them. There's no in between. I know. I just had to dog a little Steelers. Listen, the Steelers have won 124 games in a row when leading by 16 at home. And this is the first time that they've lost one. So I think you guys deserve a little razzing.
That was a crazy
You can suck it up. Zay from Parrot DJ and Matt from the Cruise Geeks love the Tandoor, but I'm kind of indifferent. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, we don't want to, we could start a whole thing. Stephen Hayes says, still here, Jamie and Sharon. Go Browns, says the Wooster. Yeah, here come the Wooster. Jamie, if I can find the pictures, I'll share them with you on the Horizon page. That would be great. The whiskey class, that is. Perfect. It was completely the other way around. That's what Griff said. Are you sure it was? Oh, man, I thought I nailed it. I thought for sure that was Alyssa. I just got off the Ruby Princess a couple days ago. There was no ethnic food on board. It was a terrible experience. Wow.
Wow.
You know what? MG Toe is opinionated. I don't think I'm out of line or saying anything that we can't tell from the comments that MG makes here. But you know what? But that's fine. We're here for your opinions, and you can share them and tell it like you see it. Texas Woman is here. Texas Woman waits till an hour and 26 in and just comes in with a quick little howdy.
Oh, well, howdy.
What else would a Texas woman say but howdy? Howdy. When you say howdy, you got to put your thumb under your armpits like this, and you got to go howdy.
Wow.
Is that how they did it?
Wow.
What that was from Hee Haw, wasn't it? You like that? You didn't see that coming. That just shocked you. Kim said that end of the game. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I can't even tell you the story, Kim, about my internet feed going out.
Oh my God.
And I did not even see live any of those 3 field goal attempts. I had to watch it afterwards.
When they were getting ready to kick the field goal, our live.
Yes, it locked up. It got confused with the show that was supposed to come on after, and somehow the feed locked down. We've been trying. It's the first time I've been disappointed with my cutting the cord adventure. And PlayStation View has been outstanding, but out of nowhere, this one goof happens right before they kick, and I try to fix it. I'm reversing. I'm backing up. I'm going to the DVR. I'm going back to the live channel. Nothing would fix it. So finally, we checked and saw my phone was blowing up. People are texting me that the Chargers were winning, and I'm like, okay. So they made the kick. Then I'm watching ESPN about 20 minutes later, and they show the sequence of events: missing the kick, offsides. Getting it blocked, offsides by the Steelers. Then finally, another offsides, but finally they make it 3rd time's a charm. So it was crazy. Let's see. Catherine says, not at all San Antonio, Texas. We just say y'all a lot. Oh, okay. Texas Woman likes my howdy. I got an LOL out of the deal. That's fantastic. Hey, on the Ruby, there was advertisements for Sabatini's Rest everywhere, but when I tried to make reservations, I was told Sabatini was not on the Ruby. That's crazy. So they're advertising a show or something.
It's a restaurant.
Oh, okay. They're advertising the restaurant. They don't even have the restaurant on there. Texas has the best barbecue. Texas Woman, I don't doubt that. Yeah. I've never heard anyone say howdy like that before. I hope I never do again. You will.
That was hard on the ear.
Yeah. The more you don't like it, the more there's a chance you're going to hear it. Nor Alfredo's either for MG Toe. I am sorry about that. But I'll tell you what, you come on the carnival and we'll get you to Seafood Shack. And you will love that. Nothing beats Guy's Burger joint after a night of indulgence of cocktails.
Oh, yeah.
You are right. Well, yes.
Although it closes at 6.
Yeah, so
maybe a day of cocktails.
Yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that either, by the way. Nothing wrong with a little day drinking. Same here in Alabama, Catherine. Okay, we're winding it down. Hour and a half. We're almost right there on the dot. You guys have been tremendous tonight. Thank you so much. What do we have going on? Facebook, Sharonatsea Cruise Crew. If you're not there yet, make sure you join up on that. And we'll just chat about stuff, post what you want, have fun. Yeah, we have other people there posting some of their own personal stuff.
Videos, whatever
and that's super cool. I think with that, how do you just determine your Halloween costume? Get that Para DJ mustache. That's what Dina said. Okay. Great job, guys. Good night from Multi Dead Eye. Thank you, MDE. Feel better, Sharon. Thanks for the live stream. You did great, by the way.
I already do.
You did fantastic. Does it mean my energy comes off on you?
Maybe that's it. Yeah.
So keep in mind that there is a La Little Loca Sharonatsea group cruise in 2020. Plenty of time to get on board for that, but don't wait. That thing's going to be sold out.
Wow.
That thing's going to be sold out.
Yeah. Well, the rooms, even besides what we have reserved, I mean, there's been a lot of bookings on that from the time.
There's a lot of activity.
We actually didn't even get the cabin that I had planned to get. We ended up booking another cabin because when I went back to look 2 days later, the cabin, there were like 4 in a row. And when I went to book one of them, they were all gone.
Yes.
So
and we got one, like I said, right next to our friends who wanted to go on the deal too. And it was crazy.
Yeah. And I think it has something to do with it is on the Breeze, so which is one of slightly newer ships.
It's a very popular ship.
It's popular. Everyone loves the Breeze. And it has kind of a little different itinerary. It's not one of the more common ones.
Yes.
So, and it's an 8-day. So.
And I'm going to be there. Who doesn't want to be involved in that?
But if you don't get booked now, wave season, I'm sure there'll be a lot of deals after the first of the year.
That is
through April. Tons of deals. And once
remember,
again, if you just want to reserve a space so you know you can go on that group cruise and you're not picky about your room, you just want to reserve a specific category, but you don't care where in that category your room is located, you can, until January 19th, you can put a $25 per person deposit down. But
that books the reservation, and then when you pay the rest of the deposit, then you get assigned a room. Is that true?
Yeah. So, but that is only till January 19th.
Yes.
So
and if
that's another option for you.
And if you complete that booking when they're having like a $50 or $99 deposit special, that may be the only difference you have to pay to get to that dollar amount.
Pay $25, and then next thing after wave season comes or whatever, and it's a $50 deposit, then you only have to come up with another $25 to put with that other $25, and then you'll get a cabin assignment.
Yes,
and
at that
time,
they are going quick.
Cabin as long as it's still available. You can pick which cabin you want at that time as well, as long as it's in that category.
That is so true. That is so true. So go on there, and we're going to have a good time. Yeah. We're just going to have a good time, and that's all there's to it. Thank you again for the info and the fun time. Thank you, Catherine Perez, for joining us. We appreciate it. And also, if you don't want to wait till 2020, if you're sitting there saying, but Sharon, I can't wait to cruise with you guys, and I don't want to wait 2 years, but I will wait 1 year, then you can come with us on our Carnival Horizon group cruise that we put together. It was our first group cruise that we organized. And that is on October 13th, 2019.
And it's a 6-day.
6-day out of...
Oh, Miami.
Sorry. Okay, yeah.
I didn't know that you were from Miami.
Out of Miami, and we're going where?
To Ocho Rios, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel.
Boom. 1, 2, 3. So that's something. There are still rooms available on that ship. So for that one, a little lesser deal. I mean, I think there's about 16 to 20 cabins booked or something like that. Am I right?
Yeah, we're about at 20, I think. That one is $75 onboard credit for that cruise.
Very nice. So if you want to go on that one and hang out with us, you can do that too.
Well.
Like, let's say you want to take a baby step. You want to go on both group cruises, but first you want to go on a little smaller one before you go on the monster that is 2020. Then come with us. Just come with Sharon at Sea. We'll get a feel for it, get to know each other. We'll hang out. We'll have a beverage at a good time, and then we'll build up a little bit, and we'll go on to the big party that is the 2020 monster. That's and yes, we are gonna have the whole ship booked. You are right, DZ Dust. We may have to take up an entire dining room, not just a bottom of the dining room. So we'll see what happens. Seriously, malfunction out of nowhere with the Go Texans. Your Texans are looking good. I like the Watson guy, Deshaun Watson, because he's from. Where did he play his college ball?
Oh, Clemson?
There you go. Sharon knew it. Clemson. We follow Clemson because Matthew's a Clemson fan for no reason at all.
Yeah. Or like, no, I don't know.
Lori Dacia.
Maybe he'll want to go to college there, and we'll want to follow him there.
Lori just got here. Lori just popped in at 1 hour and 33 minutes into the live. And
Hi,
goes,
Lori.
hello, everyone. Lori, do I need to contact you next time for the personal thing? Just like a, invite thing. I'm working overtime, but snuck on. Didn't want to miss you guys. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
Okay. Nice. You're forgiven. I'd like to give a special thanks to our newest member of the Sharon Sea Cruise crew, like our member of our media team, Nurse Nancy. Round of applause. She graciously agreed to help us out and be a moderator. Nancy's tremendous. If you watch any vloggers at all, you know Nancy. She is everywhere, heavily involved. She has her finger on the pulse of the cruising community, and you can catch her on live feeds all over the joint. And with her busy schedule, she committed to help us out here at Sharonatsea. Everyone wanted her. Everyone's asking her. She's being offered bribes, trips, suitcases worth with cash and everything. And we just said, hey, we just help us out of the goodness of your heart. And she agreed. So we got her. She is ours. She's all ours. And she is Nurse Nancy. She will be the moderator for us and monitoring our live shows as well as our YouTube channel for any shenanigans. She does not put up with shenanigans. As you can see from earlier in the show, she crushed 2 people in their comments. And hopefully later, I want her to tell me exactly what all the comments were, because Sharon's offended by it, but I love to hear the ridiculous comments.
Hi, Kevin and Frank from Cruising with Wheels. Oh,
hold on a second.
You scrolled up too much.
Hold on, where are they at?
They were right there.
Oh my God, what's going on, guys?
Yeah.
Hold on, what is it? It's Frank and Kevin?
Uh-huh.
All right, Kevin and Frank from Cruising with Wheels. Those guys are awesome. If you haven't seen them,
we did a little Thanksgiving Day video. If you haven't watched it, and it had some other cruise creators channels out there included in it, and they were on there. They had some awesome tips.
Oh my God, yes, those guys are major cruisers. They have tremendous information, very wise, and they share some great stuff. So make sure you check out Cruising with Wheels.
So. Yeah, the Getaway looks like a nice ship too.
Oh my God, they're cruising all the time. Those guys. I'm so jealous.
I think they cruise the Norwegian a lot, right?
I think
they're Norwegian fans.
They are. They're like the I don't know. Is Norwegian's a little fancier?
I think we're gonna like Norwegian. We're going next January. We'll be on the Encore, and I think we're gonna really enjoy it.
I'm looking forward to anything good. And if Kevin and Frank say it's good,
I even looked into a couple Norwegians for this summer, but haven't found exactly what I want.
Janet Moyer, alias James Clark, said, I'd love to go on the 2020 group cruise, but we just can't swing it right now. Hope y'all have a blast. Janet, I told you, $25 a person books it, and you drop pennies on it each month, and you're paid in full in no time. Just think about it. Just think about it.
Well, we are going to have so much fun on the 2019 group cruise, Janet. Yes. So don't you worry.
Way to go, N squared. Is that a nickname of Nancy's that I don't know about? N2, N squared. I'll call her N squared. I like it. Nancy's awesome. Great job, Nancy. Yay, Nurse Nancy. She's feeling the love. She's probably tearing up right now because she's such a sensitive person. Unless she's dropping a hammer on you, and then she's brutal. As long as I still give Jamie a hard time, she's in.
I give permission to
and don't forget our alternate will be Leanne Franciscone, but I don't know if Nancy will ever relinquish this position. Griffin and Alyssa are trying to steal her already. They pay in Christmas cookies. Think about it. I don't think so. I think Nancy's got a direct line to the Hubners, and I think those guys put out moonshine and Christmas cookies.
Whoa.
So that's a hard combination to beat. Try as you might, but she's all ours. There's a kinship that Nancy has with Sharon. They're nurses. They've seen things that we just couldn't even imagine that they've seen, and
they've seen it all.
Yes, and that's the thing that kind of brought them together a little bit. So Nurse Nancy is everywhere. You're right about that. The hammer. Nurse Nancy, excuse me. It's your first time, and you're going, ooh, it's tempting. We'll talk. We'll talk later. We're having a meeting. We're having a production meeting in my office immediately following this. It's Norfolk. Thank you, Ann Smith. Ann Smith coming through. It's Norfolk. Okay. Look, somebody's doing their job. Optimistically cynical. Nancy crushed their comment. I don't know what they said, but hey. Texas woman said, do you ever get seasick? Me? No way. Sharon?
Seasick? I have not normally. I don't, but there's been a couple cruises I did. Once to the Southern Caribbean, going in January. It was a little rocky.
Is it impossible for us to stop our live show?
Once to the Mexican Riviera, and definitely we went to Alaska. We went to Alaska. There was one day heading towards Alaska that it was really rocky, and that's really common when you're heading down there. It's very rough seas. Doesn't matter really much when you go, I don't think. Coming back, once you're there, down in Alaska, smooth sailing. Coming back, smooth sailing. But heading down, we sat down in the lobby.
Oh my God.
Midship.
That was amazing.
The whole day as the guys drank because they were having fun and they weren't seasick, and all us girls were seasick. And we sat down there
the best part of this,
ill.
Let me, I got to jump in because that's what I do. The best part of the story is, so all the girls are sick and the guys are no problem. We're all perfect, no sweat. And so we all converge on deck 3 in the lobby, right? It's midship, it's lower, it's the least amount of rocking. You know, it's the most calm place. And people are going up to guest services, trying to get, you know, medicine. And people are saying, yeah, find some ginger and green apples, and that'll make you feel better.
Yeah, we had
so the girls are struggling. Sharon's got her little brace, her seasickness bands on. And at one point, John Heald comes by. And he walks by us because it's the group cruise. And he turns and he's chatting with us. And he looks, and the guys are sitting there, and we have a table with like 8 to 10 cans of Foster Lager, empty Foster Lager beer. You know the Foster Lager cans. They're like a big oil can. They're huge. So the guys are crushing beers. The girls are sobbing because they're all seasick. It was the funniest thing. And then having John Hill come by and just look at us and our table full of beer. And he was like, what? I might even have a picture I can post on the Cruise Crew page to show you, just to validate the story. It was a riot. And there you have it. Love it, Nurse Nancy, double N squared, Nurse Nancy. She is really getting full of herself, isn't she? We're going to take her down.
Go for it, Nancy.
My wife's a nurse, too. That's what John Wooster, Mr. Wooster said.
Okay,
from
great.
the Fakowskis. Check out our latest video for our favorite Christmas-type cookies. Kim Hubner Hijinks.
Oh.
Yes, real quick, if you have something you want to promote, do it now before we go. Get in while you can. Okie dokie, Kim. Well, we all got a call tonight. Griff and Alyssa, good night. Remember that Griff and Alyssa have secured themselves a cabin on the big group cruise in October as well. So they will be there. They're just going along for the ride. They're going to have a good time, and they're there for the party and have some fun. And we're really looking forward to meeting those guys and spending some time with them and getting to know them more as well. You know, we've known Tony and Jenny for a while now. We've had a lot of interaction and conversation with them. And Griff and Alyssa are looking to be great folks too. Besides us battling on we met them during the Cruise Wars video. It was our first interaction. Our first time we got turned on to them there a couple months back. And they are just a lot of fun with a fun channel that's just rocking. Their channel's blowing up. Yeah. So make sure you check those guys out. Let's see. I think that's it. We're going to wrap them up. It's everybody's bedtime. Good night, good night, good night, good night. Just don't use my, just don't make me use my BLS, ACLS skills on a cruise ship. Please, Lord.
Yeah, none of us want to use those, Nancy.
The BLS, is that Black Label Society? Said that's not the BLS.
See what I mean? About? I told you about him. And
what are the dates again for 2020 group cruise? October what? October 24, 2020. Look, Janet Moyer. She's thinking about it. I planted the seed. Yeah. She's thinking about it. The wheels are turning right now. Yeah. I like it, Janet. I like it. All right, guys, we're out of here. An hour 42 minutes. That's insane. Great time. Yeah. Thank you. Go Chargers. Group cruises. More videos coming out to finish up our dream. Watch the one where we stop in at the sports bar. That was a great time. The day after we got off the ship. We actually thought we recorded a lot more in there. I think we were just having too much fun, and there wasn't really that much. Somebody was. I was like looking all over. I was like, one of us had one of the most amazing afternoons, even including the time on the ship, and the other one had to babysit him. But whatever, it was a good time nonetheless. All right, guys, we're out of here. We'll talk to you soon. We'll Thank you, everybody. Sunday on Vlogadays, and next Monday for our regular weekly show. So. And remember, one thing that's important for us to tell you every time we sign off: happy cruising.